This channel supports Extra Life in its efforts to raise money for the Children's Miracle Network. For more information about how to donate and join in their efforts, go to the link displayed here. Extra Life. Play games, heal kids. What up, everybody? This is your boy Black Magus, and E3 2015. We're underway with the major press conferences. Microsoft, they finished their press conference, and quick impressions is it was very, very solid. Now, was it the grandest event like they, of course, hyped? And yes, I know they hype it every year. I got in an argument with somebody about this. Not really an argument, but just a discussion about how making these promises, you can't keep doing it. And you need to be called out and held accountable when you do it. I think Microsoft, they have an issue with making these grand statements about how great things are going to be. I guess but I understand it's grandiose Western marketing, but it's a practice that needs to stop, because I think a lot of people really expected something huge and spectacular. What they got was something great, and that ended up being unacceptable with some people. Now, for me personally, while I do agree they didn't quote unquote deliver on their promise, they gave a really good show, a really solid show. What I expected. I didn't expect anything less from them. Saw some great footage. They started off with Halo. It looked great. Great graphics, everything like that. They showed us Dark Souls 3, which looked good. Of course, you got to see Halo. Not Halo, sorry. Tomb Raider. Rise of Tomb Raider, which to me was good, but it looked too repetitive in a way. That's the best way I can say it. I feel like a lot of what you saw in the first Tomb Raider as far as action sequence, some of the stuff looked similar, just in different settings. So, but it still looks good, and I'll still play it. Well, whenever it comes to PlayStation, because I don't have an Xbox. But yeah, I definitely thought that it looked good. If anything, it's gonna look really, really good on the Xbox One. They of course talked about some indie stuff, which was cool. Cuphead is my shit. I love Cuphead. I think that the game looks great. Really, really great, and can't wait to see more of that. Probably be a game that I probably wouldn't play because it looks like it's hard as hell, but I'd probably play it and scream and kick and then love the visuals of it for sure. But Cuphead definitely rates high in my atmosphere. It was good to see that they're going to have a collection of Rare games, and that Rare is actually doing a real game, not just some Kinect stuff. Sea of what was it called? Sea of Pirates, which looks like a little MMO. I like how they called it a shared world experience. I think that's the new thing to say now when you don't want to say MMO, because MMO seems to be an ugly word to console gamers. So I thought that was kind of cute, but it looks cool. Of course, we got the bit of Xbox exclusive type of thing. EA came out. EA Access is going to be available to everybody who has a gold membership this week, so that's cool. They introduced something that really got me happy, which was Garden Warfare 2. Can't wait to see that come out. I enjoyed the first Garden Warfare, so I'm wondering though, they didn't mention it was an Xbox exclusive, so I'm thinking it's going to be multi-platform this time around. And of course, we got the Gears stuff to get announced. But before we get to the Gear stuff, I'm going to talk about the blight of the show for me, which is early access on Xbox One. Early access on Xbox One. I don't like the idea of early access on the console. I'm not a fan of early access. Paying for a game that's not complete, it doesn't jive with me. Mind you, we do it all the time technically, but at least those are released the retail games, not games that they tell you off the bat, this is a beta type of deal, but we want you to pay us to play a beta type of deal, and eventually we'll finish it. I feel like that's a slap in the face. But again, you can make the argument that most games these days that get patched to hell aren't. I'm not vibing with the free-to-play. I mean, the early access, especially since a lot of early access games don't have to be finished for them to keep your money. So it's iffy at best. We'll see how it goes on console though. Almost forgot there's now backwards compatibility on the Xbox One. It seems like it's going to be a PlayStation Now type of thing, but they didn't get into really strong details. They didn't get into cost. I know they said that it's free for people who own the particular games, but they didn't like specifically say, hey, does this mean you have to own the physical copy and then it's free, or do you have to have owned it in the past and it's free and we notice this on your account? If you don't own it, what's the cost, what's the stipulations, things like that. Curious to see how that's gonna go. So when they give more details, I'll talk about that more and be able to give you a stronger opinion. But the Gears was good. We knew there was gonna be the collection. It's the Ultimate Collection that they're coming out with. It's funny because the guy said that there's no Marcus Phoenix collection. He didn't lie. It's not called the Marcus Phoenix collection. It's called the Ultimate Collection. Get it straight, people. So that's out there. But I also would say that they didn't really go into that much details about that because they wanted to show some Gears 4, which for me was kind of dark, the presentation. But what I could see looked good. Definitely need them to show more, but everybody should be happy now. The Gears is out there. You know, so they showed their key franchises for everybody. As far as the whole we showing all these exclusives, I don't think they showed a whole lot. They did show Forza. I almost forgot about that, but kind of can't forget about that because it's a yearly thing. You know they're going to show a Forza game, in my opinion. That being said, I didn't think that they and I almost forgot about the Kenji Inafune game. I forget the name of it, but it looks pretty cool. So that was a nice exclusive to see, but I didn't see a huge overabundance of exclusives. Like, again, they kind of hyped it up to be, but solid exclusives, good stuff to see, solid show overall. Nothing to completely complain about unless you were one of those people who just got so amped when they came up with that whole this is going to be the greatest and you're going to see the most exclusive ever, blah, blah, blah. Microsoft, just power it down a little bit. Try to just say we're going to have a great show. We hope you guys enjoy it, and we hope that E3 will be exciting for you, because this is for the fans and we want you guys to be excited about what's to come on your favorite platform. Boom! I just said E3 without making it overstated. I was confident. I was not, doing too much. I did what you needed to do. Microsoft, take a lesson in that. You know what I mean? But yeah, definitely. Oh, and I almost forgot. You saw the controller for Xbox One too. Can't forget about that. The Elite controller, which has the different controls and settings on it. Only thing we need to know is price and HoloLens. I almost forgot HoloLens, which looked pretty damn cool. But again, pricing, what's in support level, how much of a benefit this is going to be. But I think that's it for the Microsoft conference. Like I said, overall solid conference. I still think that it's going to end up being the better of the conferences, but we shall see as the day go on. As always, you guys hit me up, let me know what you think, and I'll holler at you later. This your boy Black Makers, and I'm out. Deuces.